Hey, welcome back to Ancient Society.
See, it is another week and another episode with us.
Welcome back to, again, another episode. I think we're on like week 6 now.
I don't know. I kind of stopped counting, to be honest.
That's fair. I do the editing. I have to keep track somehow.
Exactly.
Philip's like, I just come and drink wine and gossip.
I mean, that's my part in all of this. But like, episode 6, oh my God. I'm actually so proud of us.
Past a month. We've really been into it. We've been doing 2 episodes or so at a time when we record. So I think we've seen each other more in this past month than the past year.
Kind of sad, to be honest.
We have to hang out more.
Exactly. But anyways, we're back with another story today.
Yeah.
And today I wanted to tell you all about one of the messiest love triangles on Mount Olympus, starring Aphrodite, Ares, and Hephaestus.
Oh my God, I love a love triangle.
Look, I know it feels like I've been focusing on couples and love stories so far, but trust me, this one is a lot more different than the Hades and Persephone one.
Wait, are we starting to have our niches? Are you the love and I'm the war?
I think so. You're like war stories, you know, something that you can actually learn from it. And I'm like, well, here's a couple.
Yeah, here's another love story. We're back.
Another love story. But yes, as I said, like Hades and Persephone episode was about a nice love story, you know, a very, very beautiful love story. Mm-hmm. This one is actually messy. It is about cheating. It's a cheating scandal. Exactly. So if you like drama, awkward moments, a bit of clever revenge, this one's for you. So we've got an arranged marriage, a long secret affair, as I said, an unbreakable bronze trap for some reason, and a crowd of gods who can't help but laugh.
Okay. I'm sold.
There we go. Spoiler alert, however, no one dies, but egos get hurt, pride gets crushed, and the gossip on Olympus is just delicious with this one.
Oh, great. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. So let's start with the cast of this story. So first up, we have Aphrodite. And I feel like everyone knows about Aphrodite.
I love Aphrodite.
You know, everyone loves her. Although there are some people who are not really fond of her because of all the things that she does when she's bored.
Yeah.
But in this story, she is not portrayed in the most flattering way. You'll see why. But anyways, let's first talk, give a quick introduction about Aphrodite.
Yes.
She is
beautiful.
She's beautiful, of course. That's the first thing.
She's so hot.
She is hot. She's beautiful. She is, that face card never declines.
Oh my gosh.
She is the goddess of love and beauty. Everything about her turns heads. When she walks into the room, people notice.
I love it.
She loves attention and she follows desire. However, rules and promises, not really her thing.
I mean, yeah, she's so hot.
Exactly. Like
she's just not ready to settle.
Exactly. Like if I was that hot, I'd be like, yeah, I just want it my way.
Absolutely. Take advantage of it while you have it.
Exactly.
100%.
It's not going to be there forever. I mean, for her, she's a goddess. So technically, yeah, it's going to be there forever.
She can just have fun all the time. I love when a girl is in her like little roster area.
Oh my God. Yes. I love that. Yeah. Go girl. Honestly, go girl. But then we have Ares, who is the god of war. He's young, strong, and very handsome. He loves the rush of battle. He's loud, impulsive, and he likes things clear and direct. Some would say that he's not the brightest of them all.
But is he going to be like the main guy in a party? Like the guy in the bar, all eyes are on him?
Kind of. He knows how to be stubborn sometimes, give that like mean vibe, unapproachable vibe. But he's definitely like all eyes are also definitely on him because he is known to be very handsome.
Yeah. That's who I usually look at in a club. I look at the people, the guys and the girls, like that are hot, attractive, in the middle, dancing, having fun.
Honestly, I feel like he is, I don't know if he would be dancing at a party. I feel like he is kind of if we're talking zodiac, I would say he's a Scorpio, very mysterious when you look at him at first, but then he's also like very hot-headed.
Okay,
so,
I also kind of love those guys.
Oh my god, I can fix him. I can fix him vibes.
I love a little emo boy that's like really attractive in the corner, the tattoos.
Yeah, like it looks intimidating, but also like mysterious. Yeah, he is like that until he sets his mind on something and actually tries to do something / opens his mouth. Then he's like very direct and very hot-headed, I would say.
That makes him even hotter.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about Aries because like you are fangirling over
Wait,
him.
I kind of have a crush on Apollo who?
Apollo who? Literally, like Aries, come here. Anyways, most importantly, he's in love with Aphrodite, like totally in love with her. And the feeling is actually mutual. But
you're the it couple.
The it couple, that teeny tiny thing, Aphrodite is already married to Hephaestus.
Always.
Exactly. So Hephaestus, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Hephaestus?
Hephaestus.
I think so, yeah. So Hephaestus is the fire and iron genius of Olympus. He's a master craftsman and he's maker of weapons and other clever machines, but crucially, he's also lame in his legs. This is due to literally being thrown from Olympus by his mother Hera and getting injured in the fall. And now you might be wondering, why would his own mother do something like that? And it was literally because he was born ugly. I guess that's just crime on Olympus.
Hera. So when you say lame, is he like paralyzed waist down?
Yes, he's disabled waist down, so his legs are not working.
Gotcha. And so even before anything, his mom just saw him as like, you're ugly.
Yeah, exactly. Like as soon as he was born, Hera was like, no, this is not my child. You are too ugly. I'm going to throw you from Olympus.
Okay.
So that happens. Literally, come on, Hera. So like that happens. He gets disabled from the fall, but he somehow manages to go back to Olympus. He never actually earns respect from all the gods, but they respect him for his craftsman abilities, I would say. But as a god, he is not really respected.
Gotcha.
So, obviously, the question is, how did this guy end up marrying the goddess of beauty?
Yeah, we win a bet.
Exactly. So
bribe?
It's kind of the bribe. So basically, apparently, Hephaestus had wanted her for a long time. Mostly as an eye candy, because he was kind of insecure, to be honest, because he was not loved by
really
his
feels
family.
like someone who like wants a trophy wife,
exactly,
wants something to brag about.
Exactly, he doesn't have anything to brag about. Even though like he's a master craftsman, he's respected in that way. He still wanted something more to brag about, and that was Aphrodite. So as I said, Hephaestus had wanted her for a long time, but she wasn't interested. But then again, he wasn't the only one who wanted Aphrodite. Literally everyone wanted Aphrodite.
But and eventually, that's like a whole fight or battle almost.
That is a whole battle, exactly. Since Zeus was the superior, king of gods, everyone would go to Zeus to ask for Aphrodite's hand in marriage. And eventually Zeus got tired of everyone constantly asking for her hand, so he decided to just accept Hephaestus' offer to quite literally buy Aphrodite in marriage.
Ew.
So once again, Zeus being the root of all problems, as we've learned in previous episodes.
This is just going to turn into a Zeus hate podcast.
I mean, isn't every, Greek podcast, Greek stars podcast,
fair
Zeus hate train? I would say so, but we don't like the guy, as you may have noticed. To round up this cast, with two other gods who make the story interesting. It's Helios, the sun god of, the all-seeing sky snitch, as we've established in previous episodes. And then we have Poseidon, who for some reason
is in every episode.
Literally.
Why?
Because if we're talking Helios, I think it's because it just gives the stories that point where the drama starts, because there's a thing that nobody can find out about, and obviously Helios, as the god of sun, literally he sees everything, so he's always the part of the story where the drama begins, as I said, because he's the one to see the thing and then tells it to everyone.
Tattletale.
Exactly.
This has to be included.
Exactly, but he's always, in every story, he's there for a couple of minutes just to, steer the pot, then he's gone. Which is
kind of love that. He's like the perfect reality TV star, the perfect person to bring into a cast.
Exactly, the mastermind of the cast.
Yeah.
So then we also have Poseidon, who for some reason acts as a peacemaker in this whole story, even though it has nothing to do with him. But we'll get to that point.
Since when is Poseidon a peacemaker?
I have no idea. He just loves choosing sides, I guess. And in this story, he chose the side of, peacemaker.
This is getting into like season 5 or 6 of a show where like people that you don't expect to date start dating. People are trying to turn around and be a peacemaker.
Exactly. We're seeing like some patterns with Zeus, for example, and Helios, but also some patterns are changing. For example, with the Poseidon.
Yeah.
Peacemaker. We'll see. So that's our group. Now let's move to the messy part. So Aphrodite and Ares had a long secret affair. It wasn't just a one-night stand. They regularly met in private corners of Olympus, sometimes in little places, sometimes away from prying eyes, and they even had children together. So this was more than a fling. It actually left real traces in the family tree of, the gods. Mm-hmm. So most of the gods didn't really clock it right away. They were, I guess, busy with their own lives and troubles. But the one who did notice was the sun god, Helios. So one morning, as he was doing his regular bit, just flying all over the sky, he looked down and saw Aphrodite and Ares together in Hephaestus's bed. So
in his bed?
Exactly.
Okay.
Right there.
That's just disrespectful.
I know. Right there in the very place he used for his marriage nights with Aphrodite. Which is not the best. So imagine that. Helios looks down, does a double take, and thinks, oh my god, tea. I need to tell this to somebody.
Oh my god. I want to do a podcast with Helios.
Honestly, yes.
Like,
like, imagine all the gossip that he has.
Just like, oh my god, I see this. I see it in the bed. I need to talk about it.
He was like, I literally cannot shut up.
Like,
I need to talk about it.
I can't sit on this information.
Exactly. So he goes straight to Hephaestus and tells him, and Hephaestus, is in his usual state. He has a hammer in his hand. He's working. He hears the news and he doesn't throw a fit. He feels something quieter, deeper. It's shame. He's hurt. And it's a cold kind of anger, I would say. It isn't the type of rage you might expect. It's kind of steady but terrible pain inside. He doesn't let anything show on his face.
Yeah.
So Hephaestus could have charged in and smashed Ares, to be honest. And he also could have yelled or picked a fight. But he does something different. He uses what he knows best. So that's his skill with metal. At the end of the day, he is a master craftsman. Mm-hmm. So he makes a net, and not just any type of net. This one is forged from fine bronze, nearly invisible and unbreakable. Then he sets this bronze trap over his marriage bed. The one that Ares and Aphrodite were using. So his
own bed is crazy.
It is kind of, pettiness is really there.
Yeah. Oh.
But I kind of understand. Like, he got cheated on.
100%.
So he tells everyone that he's going away for a little, work trip to a nearby island. But he doesn't go far. He actually hides nearby and waits. And this is the moment to think. Hephaestus isn't trying to fight. He's trying to teach them a lesson in a way they'll never forget. Because at the end of the day, he kind of wanted Aphrodite as an eye candy, as a trophy wife. So I don't think he was ever in love with Aphrodite. Yeah. So I think his ego was hurt.
100%.
And not really, oh my god, my life is falling apart because love of my life cheated on me.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't love of his life.
Yeah, but more of like a teacher lesson of going to ruin it for you guys.
Exactly.
Like going to destroy you.
Exactly. You hurt my ego. Now,
like a respect thing.
Exactly. Now I'm going to show the whole world what you're doing.
Ugh.
So Ares hears that Hephestus is away and rushes over to Aphrodite's place. She lets him in.
He couldn't even wait.
He couldn't wait a second.
He said, when's the Uber?
Our guy is actually very horny. Let me be honest. So Aphrodite lets him in. The two of them fall into the bed like they always do. Then snap. The net raises and traps them both. They rush and they shout, but the bronze holds. It pulls them tight, and this private moment becomes horrible and public in seconds.
Oh,
so
no.
Hephaestus opens the door. He doesn't burst in with a sword or anything. He lets the net do the work and calls for witnesses. So he literally calls all the gods to witness and announce Aphrodite's and Ares' shame.
Oh. It's like bringing out the full shame bell. Like,
Exactly.
shame.
You know, I don't know if you've seen Game of Thrones, but you know when Cersei is like walking down that path and it's like shame. But it's kind of that.
A whole parade of the gods.
Literally. So now picture the scene. The male gods file in and looking to see, you know, what all the noise is about. But the goddesses are kind of keeping their distance. You know, it's like modesty and dignity. You know, they don't want to get like too closely involved with the whole thing. But the male gods are laughing. They're having the best time of their life.
The true perfect pub talk.
Exactly. So Apollo is also there. He is cracking a lot of jokes. There's not any significance in Apollo being there except that he is like the biggest jokester of them all.
Maybe I'm back on Team Apollo.
I
love Apollo. He's so funny.
He's so funny.
As much as that would be horrible to see and so humiliating, Apollo's so funny.
He is so funny. He is the one, I think, you know, the whole situation was very funny, but I think his jokes were even funnier. So that's the gods were, you know,
he's the
laughing
TikTok
and
comments.
Exactly. He's the most like TikTok comments. So Hermes is also there. So Hermes is kind of... I know.
Wait, I kind of want to be there. I know this is so embarrassing for them, but I kind of want to be there.
Like, imagine the scene.
So fun.
It sounds so fun. I mean, if you're not Ares or Aphrodite,
right.
It's so fun. Hermes is also there, as I said. He's also like cracking jokes with Apollo. Like they're for some reason they're like a team of jokester in this situation, which is like so funny to me. Zeus is also there. Zeus, he turns up. He shakes his head and probably has, you know, his inner smile. So it's a whole spectacle, you know, happening. Ares, on the other hand, is furious. Aphrodite is so embarrassed. And at some point, Poseidon, of all people, steps in and starts playing peacemaker.
I get it now. I think his jokes weren't as funny as Apollo and Hermes.
So he was petty. So
he tried to do a joke. Apollo said it louder and it was funnier. And he's like, oh, fuck, I gotta do something else now. Guys, your jokes aren't funny. Your jokes are really mean.
Oh my god, it's like, you know, when you write a joke in like Teams chat and you don't get enough reactions.
Exactly. And you're like, actually guys, it's serious. It's
actually like
business.
Yeah, let's circle back to work.
So I don't think Poseidon's grown. I think he just wasn't funny enough.
Yeah, he was just like, why are you guys laughing at their jokes? I wanna be the center of attention.
This isn't funny anymore.
Yeah. So like she's like, they don't know how funny I am in the sea.
They don't know how much the fish laugh at me.
Yeah. Fish being scared to death and have to laugh. He is playing this role of a peacemaker, and he says that he will make Ares reimburse Hephaestus the price he paid for Aphrodite's hand in marriage if he sets them both free, which is so funny. So eventually Hephaestus agrees and loosens the net. Ares crumbles out with his pride absolutely shattered. Aphrodite, on the other hand, just dusts herself off, smooths her robes, and walks away like nothing happened.
I mean, this is so embarrassing, but like she is class.
Exactly. She's a goddess of beauty and love.
Pretty enough to get out of those situations.
Exactly. Plus, like, she's goddess of, as I said, goddess of beauty. So her role is basically to look fine no matter what.
She's the Chriselle of Selling Sunset. Like, she can cause a problem, and then when someone else does something, which I love Chriselle, firstly, but she can cause a problem, and then when someone else takes it a little bit farther, she's like, wait, that was too much.
Yeah, stopping there.
And
Not
then
for
just
me.
walks away. Completely elegant.
Literally. As for the other gods, they continue to laugh for a while, and then they just move on, I guess. Probably because another drama just started on the other side of Olympus.
Say, something else happened.
You know,
they had to go see that
old
too.
News. Let's see what's happening. Like, you know, what's next?
Aphrodite made this not fun anymore.
Yeah. We expected like a bigger reaction from her, and like nothing happened. She just walked away. What happens next? Ares flies off to his favorite war hunting spot to take out his shame in a battle, I guess.
Oh my god, that's like when my cat jumps on the counter and she falls and we laugh at her, and so she runs straight to the scratching post and
like, I need to let this thing out.
I don't know what happened. Like, we didn't see it.
Yeah, I love that. Literally, like, exactly what happened with him. When it comes to Aphrodite, she actually goes to Cyprus to be confronted by her attendants, I guess, and Hephaestus returns to his forge. In some versions of the story, he later marries someone else and finds a quieter life.
Good.
You know, the details differ, but the part of the story, of this whole story, stays the same. I would say the gods laugh, life goes on, and the drama becomes part of the history of Olympus. So I really like this story because it shows how the gods are very much like humans.
Yeah.
You know, they gossip, they laugh at each other, they enjoy the spectacle. Even the sun god, who sees everything, can't resist being the one who tells the truth.
Kind of makes me want to hang out with them.
I know. And like this whole story, it's basically the ancient version of, I would say, like TikTok story times, you know, exposing and, you know, what is happening in the comment section.
Hephaestus is going live, showing the video of it.
Here's the evidence, guys.
No.
It's basically a cheating scandal, lovers caught in the act, a humiliation that goes public, and everyone
Did
is
Ares and
sharing
Aphrodite
it.
like stay hooking up, or did they cut ties after that?
So I don't actually know. My point of view, I think definitely yes.
Yeah, fair.
Why not?
It's like a little bit more secret about it.
It was
now.
like a heated romance, you know, with them. So I think yes.
They're like in the basement now, so that sun going.
Yeah.
It's pure pitch black.
They're
dark,
always checking
only at
for like
night.
invisible nets before they lay in the bed.
Okay, everybody do the check around.
First
do
of
the
all,
dummy
checking,
check.
then going. Yeah, but yeah, this is as I said, this is very much different story from the one with Hades and Persephone.
Yeah.
This is literally a cheating scandal, you know, a humiliation scandal. But I think it's really funny.
That is so fun. No, I love it. I love envisioning them like it's like a party.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
would be fun.
Like you said, like I would kill to be there.
Yeah. Sorry, Ares and Aphrodite. I want to see it. I want to be included.
I want to see it in person. Like, sorry guys.
Well, thanks so much. That one was so fun. I guess now if we're sticking to this love and war theme almost of your love and I'm war,
Yeah,
we'll see what we
exactly.
can keep finding.
We'll see. So I guess next week is gonna be war themed one.
You guess so.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening.
And we will chat with you soon.
Bye.
Bye.